We all good to go. So, what are we doing here?
Power
Um,
rankings.
Number one team, so it's GOC.
Hey, that's me.
Wow.
Yeah. Nothing that I'm too proud of here, but it's what we got. I can't really do too much
it's
but talk about my
workable.
own team, so I think you guys
Go
should
ahead.
start us off here.
Go
on
ahead.
this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll start because I have quite a few opinions on this team.
Please do.
I
I'm
thought-
gonna be honest. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's not amazing. It's not. I wouldn't even say it's terrible, but it's just like kind of linear. So the thing is, this team started off as like, I like screens, hyper offense, and like OU and stuff, and this like looked like a good screen teacher with like a Gallade ZMU Grimstar, like that looked good. Like I would use that, but then as it went on, it got Tentacruel, Lycanroc, Dusk, Araquanid, which I guess adds webs, Flareon, and just like Boltund and Togetic. I don't know what any of those mons add to that sort of archetype. I guess Lycanroc has up rocks, but it doesn't really do much else. And Dragonite and Bish are good, but this team, I feel like, defensively is not great.
It's definitely
Offensively,
a very offense team.
yeah, it's an offense team, but offensively, it doesn't even have that many options because it wasted a lot of slots going for like Flareon and Tentacruel and Boltund for some reason and Togetic. So it's like I don't know what those guys add to the team. So realistically, if you're gonna run hyper offense, you're gonna run the same things every game with like maybe you run like Togetic for this matchup, but here's a Garchomp or something. Maybe you run Araquanid for this matchup, but like overall, this team is probably gonna look very samey. And there's a lot of picks I feel like that you're not really ever gonna use. And if you do use them, it's like, what's the point of running Boltund? Seems pretty bad.
I mean,
That's my
depends.
thoughts though.
Bolton can be used decently. I think it's looked. Yeah, Bolton's cute.
Very. I like the pre-evolution a lot. It's so cute.
Yeah. It has strong jaw. Its attack stats not the greatest, but it's with strong jaw it's decent.
Yeah, it's gonna be a rough time, but you know, like you asked me earlier, why didn't I change it? Because this is the team I have, and you know what? I'm here. We out here.
So what do you think? What kind of do you want to do? Letter ratings? Do you want to do out of 10 or?
Let's do out of 10.
So what do you think?
Like a 3.
I would say like a 4.5 or like a 4.75 because it's definitely below average, but it also has tools to like work offensively. I would say.
Yeah, I'd say 4.
I mean, as
Guys,
the
good
coach
with
of this
that.
team, I'm not happy with it. So yeah, whatever you guys think.
So you guys want to say 4?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, 4 is the number.
4 sounds good. And you know what? As long as I can get a single win, that's all that matters to me.
Dude, if you don't get a single win in 11 weeks, dude, I'll be really sad.
But it's a pretty bad team.
Nah, you can win once with screens hyper offense, if not like 4 times.
We'll see what happens.
So he's gonna make his playoffs. Don't even. Okay, next team is Draka's team.
Yeah, a team I can actually
I
talk
think that's
about.
how I say his name.
Oh, also,
If I'm not-
also, your team has no choice Scarfer. I just realized.
My team?
Like, there's nothing that can really run Scarf very well.
Well, that's what the Flareon's for. What are you talking about? You guys keep making fun of my Flareon, saying I can't band it, I can't sculf it. It's gonna put in work. It's gonna get a kill.
Oh, I bet it'll get 1 kill if you try 11 weeks to get one.
Okay, now we're going on to Gare, which I don't know how to say his name. I said it earlier. I'm not gonna say it again.
Draka.
Draka.
Draka. Okay, so first off, he's got Cure Black.
Yeah,
That's
that's one
good.
thing.
That's really good.
Tapu Fini. And he took
But the
my
only
dog
thing I don't like
from
about
me.
the combination is obviously terrain.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I just realized that. I did not even think of that earlier.
It doesn't
Wait,
really
what?
help.
What's on this little
It
thing
doesn't
again?
help Kirim, but
It
Kirim
weakens
also
dragon
runs
moves.
different sets.
It what?
No, Misty Terrain weakens dragon moves. And I guess that's not the biggest deal because a lot of the time you'll be going for like ice beams or fusion bolts, but like that is kind of annoying, like, you know. But yeah.
Draco's for you.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell Bennett does. I'm gonna be honest here.
I think it's like some sort of like safety net with like T-Wave, Destiny Bond, Wisp, and also like some sort of attacker because it has like Knock and Shadow
Yeah,
Claw.
I've
but
never seen.
seems
anybody
kind of
use
bad.
this thing.
Seems kind of bad. My thoughts are that Kieran Black's zone is a great core because you can trap the steals and then just go in with Kieran Black. But then after that, but then after that, like Finney's great, but then I don't know. The rest of the draft is really weird.
I like Conkeldor.
Yeah, Conk is really good, but you have to have the right set and you need to play really well. Like if you play bad, Conk is like not an easy mon to get in and get kills with. But if you play like proactively and like double switch and shit like that, like it's good.
Defog.
The only pick I'm
that's
confused
epic.
about.
I forgot about that.
The only thing I'm confused about is the Ludicolo. I don't see the point.
Yeah, no, with no rain, I don't see the point either. I'm more confused about Mega Bandit because like.
Yeah, I don't.
I
know.
think
okay.
So this is a little bit of a backstory for Draka and Celestial. They're brothers, right? I don't know. They might have been conversing in the shadows because they both have tier 3 megas. So they might have they might really think not really think
That's
they might
move.
really like tier 3 megas or something like that.
That's cool.
Hey, no, I want to see this Bayonet put in work, but I don't know what the hell. It's
No, it can. It has like a really good attack, but its moves are
Well,
kind of weak.
It's a mega, so I bet.
Yeah,
it,
Shadow Claw is
The
really
only
weak.
problem with it's a ghost type, and physical ghost type moves are lacking.
Yeah, that's
What,
how I just
all three
like
of
they're
them?
really weak. Phantom Force, Shadow Claw, Shadow Sneak, they're all super
Lick?
mediocre.
Lick.
Oh, dude, you just changed the game with that one.
Lick.
Dude, that 30% paralysis chance. Boom.
It has T-Wave.
Whoa, but not with that damage. It just get nuzzle.
Oh yeah, dude, that's a game changer for Mega Bandit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
And
but
also-
let's look at this energy.
It's also got magic bounce with Eevee. 1 second, I'll get it.
I'm so
Espeon.
confused. Yeah, no, I'm very confused because Talent Kieran Black is a Z move user, right? Like that makes sense, right?
Yeah, that would make
'cause-
sense.
But then the thing with that is that Talonflame gets heavy duty boots, so I don't know why you need Espeon plus Dawnfang to support that thing.
Oh wait,
Considering-
his Z user's Talonflame.
Oh, okay, that makes sense because I've used Z Fly Talonflame or Z Brave. That thing is a menace. So that makes sense. It's pretty good. Yeah, but no Z Kieran Black. That's interesting. Because Z, what's the strong ice move? I don't know what it's called.
Freeze
Fusion
Shock.
Shock or something. Yeah, no, the strong ice move. It's like Kieran Black's signature move.
It's
It can
Freeze
like
Shock.
paralyze.
It's Freeze Shock.
Oh yeah, I just missed her. I think you said Freeze Dry. Yeah, Freeze Shock. That like Z Freeze Shock is so good. So I don't know. It's kind of interesting he gave that up, but he did go all in because he didn't need this much hazard if he had.
I think his
with
team's
heavy
good.
duty
It's just there's some a questionable pick with one.
I think there's quite a few questionable picks. I think the only stealth rocker is Dawnfang, and
yeah.
This is Gen
that's
8,
kind
I'm
of
like-
linear.
I'm playing Gen 7. What do you mean heavy duty boots? So I just built the Gen
Yeah.
7 team, so that's why I'm still in the mindset.
Yeah, I didn't think about it either, except I thought about getting Articuno, but I didn't. But Dawnfang only stealth rocker. He doesn't really have like much good U-turn or volt switch options to get in Kieran Black, so you kind of have to play like really well to get that in without those tools.
What
and,
is his speed on his team? He has some.
You know, Talon, Espeon are like the only fast things. Mega Bandit has T-Wave, I guess, for just like random shit that's gonna sweep you, but I don't know.
Yeah, after Kieran Black, it goes 85 and then lower than that. And then
Yeah.
he has like 3 on the faster side mons.
It's just weird. Like, I don't know, the first 2 picks plus Finny. I feel like Finny's an amazing defensive backbone in this format, but I don't know, dude. The rest of his team is really weird. I don't really know how it synergizes either. Because, like, what do you need to trap steel types for, like, Talon for? Like, Talon doesn't really mind steel types if you have, like, Taunt or something like that. Like, Fairthorn's not annoying. The rest of them aren't too annoying. I guess there's this flying,
Talon
but,
can
like...
just flail, but it's the steel type.
Yeah, no, I mean, that too, but Flameless kind of sucks. Talonflame is very good. But if you want to earn it, go ahead. I just don't know how, like, the rest of the team supports each other, really. There's no U-turn into Kieran Black, like I said, which is good.
I think it's definitely better than like average.
I would say this is, but to me, this is a little below average. Because, like, I don't know what Bandit does. Like, this team doesn't really synergize. It has, like, a
But
pretty
Kieran
mediocre core.
Finney,
No, I know Kieran Finney's good. Like,
I'm
But
thinking at least a
other
6,
than that,
if not more.
everything else besides Kieran Finney's zone is just kind of confused. That's just
I
it.
think that core alone is good.
It's good. No, it's good. It's good. I understand that, but like everything else is just so weird. Like I mean, go ahead and prove that is good. It's just this is not like something that I would say is easy to use either.
Maybe he's gonna.
Yeah.
Maybe he's good.
No, we'll see. I just think this is like kind of.
Solo says
but-
he's gonna use the same 6 mons every week.
Honestly, maybe. Like, I don't know when you're gonna bring Ludicolo or Malamar. Like, that's a very strong possibility with this team. Like,
really good. I've always kind of slept on it. But I
I mean, if you have a fairy type, it's you're like not gonna lose to it.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but I feel like he could use the same team every week, like Bandit, Kyurem Zone, Town, Flame, some sort of hazard removal, Finny, and then Filler or something like that. Oh, and we need to bring Donphin every week if he gets a rocks up too. Like, that's insane. That's also confusing.
I'd say like I'm just gonna say a range 4 to 6.
I was feeling 6. Just on the core alone.
I mean, I would say like, I guess it's a really good core. I would probably say 5 or like 4.75 or something like that. Like something like barely below average, because I think the rest of the team besides the core is pretty poop. Like, no lie. Talon's cool though. I like that thing.
I like the slow volt switch into like Karam or Eska, not Exka.
Yeah. And you can run like Balloon Zone to beat Excadrill, I think, if sometimes, maybe, I don't know.
But we moving on.
Yeah,
Solar Flare is typing out his message. Let's let him finish.
I'm gonna go to the next team and look at it. And I'm already gonna say it. I think this is the best team we've seen so far.
I like the old one better. Also,
Okay,
I feel like the old one was
go with
easier to
5.
use.
Oh, this was the
Yeah,
guy who got
five's
rid of
fine.
Victini?
Yeah.
Mm.
He got rid of like his entire team, dude. I don't know why. He got rid of his Mega Scizor
Like I
too.
said, I was at work for the entire draft, so there's that.
hmm
Well, first off, Mega Metacham is not an easy Pokemon to use.
If it's in, yes. Well, actually, it's like medium to use, because like, yes, you can just click high jump kick, but there will be teams where you just cannot do that versus. Like,
Mhm.
there's a ghost type or even 2 ghost types, and it's like, fuck, I can't do this. And so you'll need to like click the right move every single turn that you're using Metacham, pretty
Yeah.
much. So it's like a medium to use mon, but you can just high jump kick and get so much
And
reward
fake
off it
out,
if you get it
it's
right.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Ghost
it's-
types. If it's not a ghost type, just click on win. Chomp,
Mhm.
I love Chomp. Not much to say about Chomp. It's called Chomp. Is baton passing banned in this?
It's allowed.
You can only pass one stat at a time though, so I think he'll only be able to pass speed with Scolipede.
Okay, we both knew what I was thinking. So, I mean, hey, if we pass speed on a Chomp, we got a problem here.
Wait, does that thing get Dragon Dances, Jen?
No, Chomp is never getting Dragon Dance. That's the
I
one thing.
thought it did.
No, you can use Swords Dance. Chomp will never get Dragon Dance.
That's crazy.
That would bust this Pokemon.
I mean,
already boosted.
he also has like let's look at his hazards. He has Stealth Rock on Garchomp, Bronzong, and that it? Yep.
I like Bronzong.
Yeah, Bronzong's a really good mon.
Yeah, it's cool.
Cinderace? It's too new. I don't know what it does.
It
It has
gets
core change.
yeah, court change is really good. That's like its main attribute.
What's that do?
It switches the hazards on the field.
That's dumb. I don't like that.
No, yeah. So if I have rocks in your team and you use court change, they're just on my team now. But if we both have rocks, it doesn't do anything. And like, if you put up rocks on my team and then you use it, you get my rocks back, which is dumb. And also works with like toxic spikes and like screens as well. It's really annoying.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And it runs boots all the time, so it doesn't actually care about hazard really. And it has like good wall breaking moves, like, and it has U-turn and high jump kick and pyro ball, which burns a lot. Like, it's actually pretty good.
Okay, wow, that's fun.
hmm
Yeah, 120 base power. It's like it's a good mon.
It's really good.
Sylveon's great. Not a whole lot I can say about this team. I like it.
I think it's okay. I think Decid is kind of poopy. I think that one sucks. Avalugg is a very situational pick. Actually, Avalugg is going to be so good versus the dude who brings Zygarde. That's going to be amazing. because otherwise this guy just gets pooped on by Zygarde. But also,
Not if Chomp
Yeah.
is set up.
I guess, but no, like if it gets glared or Zygarde coils or DDs, like Zygarde can definitely get around everything. Besides maybe Decidueye, but I think Decidueye is pretty terrible. I think Amon's bad, but
I think we're sleeping in the best
It's not-
Pokemon he
it-
has right here.
I feel like it's just a decent mon. I don't like to say it's a good mon.
I mean Defog is okay. U-turn is cool, but like realistically, is your team ever just gonna get like destroyed by a Decidueye? Like it'll just let Decidueye defog or U-turn, but like realistically, that thing without Z is like no offensive presence at all.
Well, he's got the Zilka trait, and he's got the Chatot, and the Chatot scares me.
I don't know. I actually was thinking about buying Chatot. I think it seems really cool.
I don't know what it does. I'm just seeing
It has
stupid
Specs
little...
Boom Burst, and Specs Chatter are both interesting. Plus, it has Defog and U-turn and stuff like that. Like
Interesting.
and Heat Wave. It's like not a bad mon, I would say.
That's cool. So, what do we? Any finishing thoughts? Or you wanna?
I feel like this guy's team would be so much better if it actually had like more U-turn or something like that. Because Medicham plus U-turn, like if this dude had Mega Medicham on that one team, the dude has with the Venusaur with like the Rotom and the like Lando, that would be like really good. Like this team would just be able to grab momentum really easily with U-turn Volt Switch and then be able to like break holes. But as it stands now, like his team is kind of just like awkwardly trying to like somehow try to break open the opposing team with non-Z Chomp, Medicham, Zerk, I guess. He doesn't have that much offensive presence otherwise.
I was thinking like a 7, but I don't know. Maybe that's too
I
high.
would say like a 6.
I'd say a 6 or 7.
So 6.5. Let's break it even.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Next we have some cost drawing as the Wax.
My drawing is Heat.
Oh my god. I should just go make a Corviknight and goddamn out of this paint and post it as mine. I like your Mega.
I gassed it up a bit too hard when I was building. I'm like, okay, this thing is not going to be like a terror to society. But I'm like, this team can sweep any team at
I
any
love
time. I feel like.
Heracross. Ditto's annoying. Blissy's a wall. I like your team.
Thank you.
The only thing I would say may be a little weak is I don't see a Spinel.
Oh yeah, no, I wish I had a spinner, but like Excadrill just did not fit my team. I felt like so. I'm like, fuck.
That's
I was
fine.
trying to hell defog.
Yeah, defog. You got enough defog. That's good. You got very little rock setup, but once again, you got Nido. You got Reggie.
I have
Shield,
3 rockers, I think.
Who's the
Yeah.
third? I think
Nido
Blissey
Queen,
gets it.
Nido Queen, Blissey, Registeel.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like it. It's good. Heracross is slept on a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
There's not much I can say about Tornadus. It's Tornadus.
My criticism of my own team is that it kind of is not amazing at wall breaking. Like Suicune, Serp,
You got the-
Zard
the
X
Zard,
are like
though.
they're really good like mid game, but early game, like this team is kind of hard to get kills with. Like if I really wanted to get kills early game, I'll probably need to run Heracross, and that's the only thing I can do.
Also,
But,
you
like-
also set up some fun stuff.
Yeah,
with
I mean
Serp.
Serp is decent, but it's kind of weak and like it's a very limited coverage. Like
I'm gonna
those
say-
type of mons are good mid game, but early game, like this team kind of struggles to like instantly kill shit.
My
The
biggest.
one thing I can say is Edgequake kind of does decent amount to your team.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about like ground types. I'm like, those are annoying, but I have like
You
Rotom.
also your fairy type
Suicune.
is Aromatisse.
It's not bad actually. I think it's decent.
That's true, but it feels like it was like a second fairy type to me, not your.
Yeah,
own.
no, yeah. I guess I don't know. I think it's fine. It's actually kind of bulky, but like it definitely is flawed. I would say, especially recovery wise. Like Wish Tech is not amazing. But anyways, my thoughts on my own team is that like, it's fat. It's so fat. This team is stupid fat. Like I guess the idea is that like I have the defensive core and like shit like that to be able to break mid game with like Suicune, Serp, Zardex, but none of those guys are great early game.
I love your team. I typically draft bulky offense teams that I didn't know what happened to me this time that I didn't. But I love it coming from a bulky offense player.
Yeah, thanks. I like fat teams, so I just drafted I'm comfortable with.
Yeah, I did the exact opposite. I said, fuck it, let's go crazy. And this is what I've got.
I mean, I think it's at least a 7.
I was thinking 8. I like this team. This is my favorite team so far. It's just because it's bulky offense and that's fun. Yeah, this team's so good.
Yay.
So let's go with the median, which is 8.
Sounds good to me. Oh, the JoJo man.
JoJo, man, who's that?
Oh, it's you.
That's crazy.
Well, I already gonna say you have 2 of my least favorite Pokemon, so I'm gonna instantly give you a go fuck yourself, because Escadrill and Toxapex, you're mean.
I think Furret plus Murkrow add absolutely nothing to this team, but the rest are actually really good. The more I look at this team, the more I like it, to be honest. Like,
I hate everything about this team. I hate from the Latias.
this team looks easy to use as well.
It
I would
really
say.
does. It literally looks like you, like, no offense to you, you went to like, what Pokemon are good? Oh, Tapu Koko, boom. Mega Latias, boom. Excadrill, boom. Toxapex, boom. I'm gonna click 2 buttons and win. Which has got a problem with that, but
You know, this team seems quite possibly the most brain dead team we've encountered so far.
yeah.
Mega
absolutely.
Latios plus Coco plus
Excadrill.
Sand plus defensive core, double
Plus
regen. Like,
Hitmonlee
that's so
with
brainless.
terrain.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's gonna be a good team, but it's not. You're not gonna definitely be winning the strat. You're gonna be like,
You're just gonna be
yeah.
kind of like, just like. I mean, it's good though. I think this team is very solid.
I clicked Earthquake.
Mhm.
Okay, you don't. Okay, I know I shouldn't be talking on my own team, but I will respect for it, and you guys will respect for it too.
Cool.
Okay.
I've said you to yesterday. I've drafted for in draft before. It's a decent Pokemon.
Okay, it can baton pass agility. Okay, agility,
I forgot that was allowed.
Yeah, I forgot
Yeah,
that was
okay,
the last
that's
one.
too
I
and
asked
it can actually. It surprisingly takes a hit.
Dude, literally, what are you agility passing into? Literally, the only thing that actually wants a speed boost is Incineroar, and I'm pretty sure Incineroar can boost its own speed. Maybe not, though. Maybe not. I don't know. Incineroar. Can it boost its own speed?
No, I'm Flame Charge.
Yeah, that's what I've seen. Yeah, but that's the only thing I need agility pass into. Like, Latios, Coco, defensive core, Sand doesn't really need that, I would say.
No, it's a good team.
Mhm.
It's just a
Oh,
brain
yeah.
dead team. I'm still
It's
gonna
a
give it
brain
an
dead
8.
team. Yeah, it's a brain dead team with some kind of interesting picks, but I think it'll work out. Fire, water, grass, like, I'm not gonna knock it.
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm not saying brain dead in a bad way. I'm just
Yeah, not in a bad way.
Yeah.
And like an easy to win, easy to use, easy to win team. So that's, if anything, a good factor that your team is brain dead.
So, what do you guys think?
I said 8.
Yeah, I think it's an 8 too. Well, actually, more like a 7.5 because I feel like there are some really questionable picks, and I think Uxie is really passive,
No, I'm still
and
saying.
like a lot of things can set up on
Well,
it.
if we're talking about passive, we can go back to your team real quick.
No, his team- I'm gonna
You want
be
to talk
honest
about passive?
His team is better than your team in every week, every way. 100%.
My team is kind of passive, but not like super passive. Like Blissey can like seismic toss and T-wave and shit, like that's fine. But Uxie T-waves and then like U-turns
Bro,
out
you're
or
forgetting
something.
about Venoshock, Merciless, bro.
Oh, the best strat.
No, your team
Best
is good.
that there is.
I'm just saying it's not as good as is it Galad? How do you say it?
It's like I say Goliath because it's from the Adventure Time episode.
Goliath. It's not as good as Goliath's team, and that's what I'm saying. He's the best team I've seen so far.
I just think this team has like some kind of like weird picks. Like if this team had like some tryhard shit over Murkrow, it may be a better fire type and like something better than Uxie. I'll be like, that's a better team. But like as it stands, I cannot get past like Furret and Murkrow, to be honest. Like those guys just haunt me.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the big offensive threats. They do one thing. They do.
I mean, Mega Latios is versatile, but also yeah, Coco kind of versatile. But after that, like, yeah.
it's
Incineroar's cool though. I like knockoff, but it's kind of a weird fire type since you'll just die to rocks like pretty easily since it's slow as shit.
yeah.
So
I give you
what
an
is it?
8, but it's brain dead.
I would say 7.5 because just a few issues I think, but other than that, it's pretty good. I think you'll beat most people with this team very easily.
Oh yeah, it's a good team.
Yeah,
it's
7.5.
7.5.
I would go a bit. It's like in the middle of great and good. I would say. But this is semantics.
Well, the next team. The Toledo Mudsdales. We got good old Tom, right? No, that's not his name. His name is Birdman. My bad. I'm gonna go, yeah. I like Blastoids.
I
Shell Smash,
really
Mega
like Blastoise. Shell Smash and win every game. Like,
I love Vantula. I bought up the Solio. I love Galvantula. It's one of my favorite Pokemon in Draft. Necrozma's great. Cortana's a Z. We got Hydreigon. We got Togekiss. This is... I love it.
I don't know. I have more mixed feelings on the team. I think Mega Blastoise is like an insane threat, but not to like brag or anything about my matchup. But, like, look at Mega Blastoise and look at my team. Like, that thing will do actually nothing. This is like Rotom plus Blissey, you know.
I've said your team
Or
is
Ditto
fire,
plus
bro.
Blissey. And I have like Torn for Cart and like shit. Like, I have a really good matchup versus this dude. I realized when I was looking at the team, but
I
think
really, really like this team.
I think it has a lot of cool mons that I would use, but synergy-wise, it's not really all there. Like, I don't know how he actually supports Blastoise in any way. I guess Hydreigon and Togekiss Gengar like kind of break down like special walls, but that's about it, to be honest. I feel like some revenge killers could beat Blastoise, and Cart is amazing. I think Cart is so good, and especially in this format where you can literally win and destroy people.
With Mega Blastoise, you need to make sure that you have one of those faster mons that can outspeed it if it does get +2.
Yeah,
And if you don't, it kind of just
it'll
wrecks
it'll destroy you. And the thing seems like a super annoying threat.
Like,
and I
it's
guess
borderline. This is what we were
borderline
talking about.
broken.
It's
Not
borderline bannable.
You know,
Like,
I think that thing is bannable. I think that if this guy like plays good and like destroys people every single week, like, how are you supposed to prep for that thing exactly? Like, I have Ditto and Blissey, but that's just because like I like Fat Milk. Like, I took both of them, so no one's gonna have.
Solo brought up a good point. He's got an entire team of Skullfuls almost.
I would say of like whatever Scarfers. Card is good, Scarfing Gengar is, but I think the other one is very good at Scarfing.
what I noticed
Well,
for
actually,
this
Persimmon, I guess.
two
What do you
tier
want to say?
5 picks, he picked 2 tier 5 picks, like value picks.
Yeah, no, those are actually really good. But I wanna
Like,
say
when you
is
look at this team, you don't see one like really
bad
mon that doesn't catch up to
Yeah,
other
you're
mons.
right. Meltang is good as fuck too. Yeah, you're right.
I'm so sorry. Go ahead. I think I found a team better than yours.
I think this team is like okay, but it's just kind of like a bunch of random good mons. That's how it feels to me. Like,
No, that's
I
what
feel
the last team felt to me. No offense, so that's what your team felt. This team, I can feel it. I feel that there was planned in here, and that wasn't just good mons.
I don't know. This seems more like okay, Blastoise plus random defensive core plus random special attackers. Like, I don't know. I would have personally. I'm like a screens fiend. I would have definitely had some sort of good screens user so I can have Blastoise just actually chin up a Shell Smash in peace, like, and then just destroy everything. But I mean, because I wouldn't want to take a strong hit after a Shell Smash and then just like lose to like a Scarfer priority. But that's kind of what screens are for. But like, I mean, it's decent. I just feel like Blastoise is not really as like, I don't know, well provided for as it like could be. Like a bunch of random special attackers to maybe just beat down shit, but I don't know. It's not like super synergistic. It's just like a bunch of random good mons.
Okay, I want to. Oh, never mind. I was about to say something. I forgot. I just did not see Hydreigon. He's got no dragon. No, he's got Hydreigon. What am I saying? This team's good.
No, Hydreigon is amazing in draft format. I really wanted that thing, but then I'm like, I feel like Hydreigon and Zardex have too much overlap. That was my thought process.
I was gonna say, he has his fastest mon is 110, but he does have a lot of good Scarfers.
And he has
No, he
the
does
web-
have good
And he has
stuff.
webs.
Yeah,
and
that's
he
true.
has webs as well.
I give this team a 9. I like this. I wish I had this team. This team was amazing.
I
I
mean,
would
I'd
give this
say
team.
8 or
I would
9.
give this team like, this is unpopular, but I would give this team like a 7.5 because I think it has a lot of good mons, but I don't really see how it like synergizes with each other very well. I mean, I don't know how you would support Blastoise, like Shell Smash and destroy everyone, but after webs, I guess that's pretty cool.
We
but
have
I
a
don't know.
very drastic. So I say a 9. What'd you say, Sato?
I said 8 or 9.
Solo's saying a 6.5, and you're saying a 7?
7.5.
7.5.
Because I think Blastoise is gonna carry this. This guy's team would be fucking bad if it didn't have Blastoise. I would say.
I mean, I do see it. What you mean? There's not really that much synergy. It's just Scarfers with Blastoise.
Yeah, and I guess you could Scarf Trick something that annoys Blastoise, but like, still.
I mean,
it's kinda
his
weird.
U-turn. He has U-turn. He has Volt Switch.
Yeah, I
What-
don't know.
What are we saying?
I think 7.5.
Okay, so so 6 point. We have 6.5, 7.5, 8, and 9.
I'm putting mine at 8.5.
7.7.
Let's give it a 7.5. Let's call it a day.
Oh
Yeah.
no, we'll just go with 7.7.
All right, we got some pretty spread out opinions
we'll
on that
just do
team.
7.5 then. Okay, so next one is BRB.
Oh, the Blastoise. They're interesting.
The other Megalati. Fine.
Megaladios is really good. I don't know. This team's really weird.
We got a Steeler. We got a Webset. We got
A trash web setter.
Hey, it may be
this
a
team
trash
doesn't even-
Websettle, but you
This
know,
team doesn't even abuse webs very well. The only thing that actually enjoys webs is like Chandler and maybe Zygar, but Zygar doesn't really need webs.
we got Zygarde, we got Florges. You know, I don't know what this team is doing.
This team, I feel like, doesn't have a goal really.
I like the fairy dragon steel. Cool. I like that, and then we move on.
This guy doesn't even have a water type.
He's got Empoleon.
Oh no, never mind. I was thinking about because I saw he didn't have a Swampert. I didn't see that. Okay, never mind. Okay, so he does have fire water grass. That's interesting, but I don't know. This team is just kind of like weird to me. I think
Fastest
Megalodion
spawn is 110.
amazing. Yeah. I mean, Scarf Chandler is not the worst thing in the world, but
I mean, he's got webs.
yeah, I guess I don't know. This team is interesting. Zygar is really good. I feel like I think it's gonna be amazing every
Yeah,
week.
Snorlax is really good solo.
I feel like he just has to use this team correctly, and he can
Yeah,
put
no.
his work with
If
it.
he's comfortable with this team is good. But this is not something I would ever just like. This team kind of confuses me, to be honest. I don't know what the goal is. Like, is it Webb's offense? Is it like balance? Like, I don't know. I guess he can hold his own on every single one, especially balance, because Celestial's fucking amazing at that type of thing.
I'm thinking of 5 or 6 looking at it.
Yeah,
I would
5
say
or
5.
6.
I would say 5.
I was thinking 5, but I didn't want to shoot too low. I mean,
I think this is a pretty average draft, to be honest.
as the guy who has the worst team in the league right now, I don't want to be too harsh.
Yeah.
Hey, if there's a difference, I'll admit that my team's ass.
So we got a 5 or 6, 5 or 6, S5, and then a 6. So 5.5.
Alright. Alright, Solar Flare, this is your team, buddy. Now, first off,
Very interesting
You
team.
have one of my
Very.
favorite megas. I love Mega Aggron. It's so
Mega Aggron seems really good. I feel like that thing is just gonna like customize itself and just like
we got
poop on people every
we
week.
got a Manaphy. We got a. I like a lot of the Pokemon in this team, but does it work together?
Yeah, this team together, I don't know. Track is really good. The track is amazing.
Track is great, and you have Volcarona. Now, personally, I'm not a big fan of Volcarona, but I know it's a really good Pokemon. But do you have the support for it?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this team is pretty decent, I would say. Manaphy is broken. Mimikyu is like pretty good. Like Manaphy, I feel like early to mid game, Tail Glow and just like killing shit. So in order you can sweep later with like some other random thing. Cool. And I convinced Thor to get Dragalge because I think that thing is very cool. Toxic Spikes and Dragon Tail and this like.
I think
random
it's
shit.
harder to use though.
It's very hard. It's like not easy, especially if they have steel types. But like Toxic Spikes are really good, and it's like a Toxic Spike Soaker. Because otherwise, this guy's team is not amazing versus Toxic Spikes. I'd say. Rotamo is good too. That thing can volt in.
His only
Tarak.
spinel is Claydol.
Yeah, and his other hazard removal is
Flavian.
Rotamo and
Yeah, the
Great.
Rotamo is good though.
I mean, it's a good mon, but he's gonna have to depend on it. He's gonna have to depend on that and Claydol.
I think he's gonna have to say fuck it and run heavy duty boots Volk more often than not because that's not his Z user. I think his Z is Mimikyu.
It is.
So he's gonna have to his Z mon is Mimikyu, so he's gonna have to use heavy duty boots Volk, which is fine. Like nothing else on his team is really weak to hazard. That would particularly I would say maybe Braviary, but I think he'll use boots. But I think other items are more good for wall breaking or cleaning, or setting up in particular. Then Boots is good though. I like Boots.
I'd say 5.
I'm gonna say 6, just because Manaphy, Torak, and Volcarona.
There's a
Yeah,
lot
I'm
of
gonna say-
setup.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 5.5. This team seems hard to use personally. I don't know if I could win every game or like a good amount of games with this week, because that's just not really my style. It's just like over rely on breakers like Manaphy and Volk and Turek and shit like that.
I'm
And
gonna
also-
say 6.
So
I'm gonna say-
5.5.
Yeah.
I would say 5. For those reasons I mentioned, it's kind of hard to use, and he has to build very well each week. I feel like, because if he can't
Oh,
break with his
God.
wall breakers, he'll suck.
Well, I'm just gonna say this. Look at the next team. We got the Whitespawn Weavile. I don't like it. No.
Did he get rid of his Tapu Bulu? Oh no, he didn't. I like this team. I do like this team a lot.
Go ahead. Maybe
Alright,
you
so
should
I
talk
think-
about it, because
I
nothing
think-
here is anything I'd ever draft. I love Staraptor, my favorite Pokemon, but nothing here.
Yeah, no. There's a lot of teams that I just would never draft. Like I would never draft the last two. Those are just not my style.
Mhm.
My style was just like fat shit. But anyways,
Me too, bro. Me too.
he churn plus Tapu Bulu is like an amazing core. Like that will do really good every week, and that like mitigates Heatran's ground weakness, which is kind of an issue in draft format. That thing is really customized. Is it a Z user? What's a Z user?
Yeah,
Do you know?
Heatran.
Okay, that's really good. Heatran is an amazing wall breaker with Magma Storm and Firium, Groundium, Steelium, whatever, Taunt, Toxic, Rocks. That thing is really good at just like poking holes in another person's team, especially in a draft format where you can easily just have the right set at any point. Like I think Heatran is amazing, especially with Gressy's Turin Sport. He has Mega Audino as support. He has Seismitoad, which is good. Roll Compression, Self Rocker, both switch in Toxic. It has like refresh if it gets toxic or something like that. Toxicity is good if you play really proactively, and it's a volt switcher as well. And also overdrive is fucking insane. I think it's an insane wall breaker.
I don't see why he would get Entei over, like, let's say a dragon type.
Yeah, no, Entei, that thing kind of confuses me. But I guess it's good at kind of baiting in bulky waters for Toxtricity to just go ham in. Like I understand the purpose of it. I think Orbeetle is weird. Hatterene,
I don't
I
know
think
what
he
that
brought
thing does.
Hatterene way too early. Like didn't he get this like draft
You got a
like
first pick.
1 or 2?
First pick.
Yeah, that was like really early. And Hatterene, you have to play super well, and it's super slow. Like I thought that thing was amazing at first, but like, versus like passive shit, like I guess opposing Seismic Toads or opposing like passive rockers, it's good. And it's only really good offensively versus a certain type of team like Pharaoh plus Pex. Maybe it'll
His
be good
team
versus
is
a
also
Tangrowth.
pretty slow.
Yeah, it's very slow. I mean, that's kind of the biggest issue I would say with it is that it's slow. Maybe he'll resort to running Scarf, Tapu Bulu, or Scarf Raptor, which neither of which are
I'll be right
bad.
back, guys.
But the
But,
one thing is that he does have webs too, so that might help
Yeah,
out a
he
little
does
bit.
have webs, but this is like not like I don't know. Webs is weird on this team because it's not like
Yeah,
I
I see what you
associate
mean
webs
by
with
that
like
as well.
hyper offense. I don't associate webs with like Audino balance. You know, like Orbeetle. I don't know if that's good every game. But like, yeah, I really like Heatran plus Bulu plus Toad. Like that's a really good core. Hatterene is good if you like play it well, and if you play like this team is very rewarding of like clicking the right move because Heatran, if you have an offensive Heatran, clicks the right move like Magma Storm or maybe like a Z Solar Beam or something like that. It's great. Tapu Bulu rewards clicking the right moves. Hatterene, if you come in on rocks or something, it's great. Like this team, if played well, probably has the highest ceiling in the game or of all the drafts. If you ask me.
I don't know about that, but I could see its ups. See its downs as well.
Yeah, I
Yes,
think
Solar does
Entei
make a
is
good
good.
point with the 3 fairies.
Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't notice that, I don't think. And his ugly. Hatterene. Yeah, Hatterene and Audino kind of have some sort of overlap. And there's not like the biggest coherent defensive core. Like to switch into like really strong physical. I think this team will kind of rely on just like randomly like walling things with the right Pokemon. But like I don't know. This team versus like just like random strong wall breakers could
And that's why
probably
I brought
drop
up
quite a bit.
maybe not having Entei and getting something like
Yeah,
Haxorus or something like that in tier 2, because there is a lot of good dragons in tier 2.
I would drop Entei if I was the dude, but I think we're past the grace period, right?
Yeah, we're past the grace period.
So
that kinda
about
blows.
that. So what? He gets the free agents trades, right?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Because I'm sitting here and I'm like, maybe I should try to fix the abomination that is my team.
Just a little bit,
But
because you're talking that shit.
I just want a ground type, bro. I've decided.
Yeah, I told you to get a ground type break. So I'm like, you need a Volt Switcher and a
Bro,
Rocker.
just go get a Geodude. It's not that hard.
Geodude is epic. That's a good suicide lead.
We also need to talk about his hazard removal. If I'm pretty sure isn't it only Star Raptor?
Girder gets defogged.
Oh yeah, Girder gets defog. I forgot about that.
And he has Hatterene if he plays well, but like that's like maybe think about it this way: if my Nidoqueen gets a Toxic Spike versus his team, that would annoy the shit out of him. Because like Bulu does not like to be poisoned, Hatterene does not like to be poisoned, Toad doesn't either. Toxicity can soak him up, but like Nidoqueen, if like you're not gonna switch that into a you're not gonna switch in Tox to a Nidoqueen. Like
is
just like
is that item clause?
No.
Thank God.
yeah, I hope not. I hope not,
I
dude.
hate item clause. Oh my God.
Yeah.
There's 3-1 leftovers on both my walls.
Flareon.
For this team, I don't think it's as good as Galliard's. Like,
I'm
I
just gonna
really
start
don't.
calling you Galahad like the knight, and you're gonna have to
Whatever,
deal with
dude.
this.
Whatever, dude.
You're gonna deal
Go
with how
ahead.
we say it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so Galahad.
So
No,
what do you guys think?
I admire this team's breaking power. Heatran plus Tox looks menacing to just like defensively switch into if he has the right set. If he has the right set, or if he has like Spadef or something, that's like pretty bad.
I really have nothing to say about this team, so I'm gonna let you guys go. I don't know what to say about it.
I would draft this team with better removal and no Entei and no Aggron. That's what I would do. This team is like very solid. I feel like.
Feel like Blastoise sweeps. Yeah, it makes sense.
I'm just gonna give it because I'm just gonna say like a 7 because I don't know what to think about it.
I'm gonna say a 7.5
I'm gonna say a 7.
because it has a bit of random issues, but I feel like this team will reward a
Can we
good
just
player.
not talk about the next team? I don't like it. It's good.
Okay, we're going with 7. Okay, so the next one is WWW, which is Sickbit's team.
I was. If you ask the dude who managed this team, he would say that I'm overly critical of it. But
Whiscash carries his team. Cap.
yeah, obviously, dude.
This team slaps. That's all.
I just think Lopunny, Dragapult, Zeraora is super repetitive. I don't see the point of drafting them all three in a row like that. Like they do
that
the
is
exact
true.
same thing.
It's true.
That's just the thing that annoys me most about this team. Is like that's so unnecessary, and I feel like if he had better wall breaking potential, like
So
this team would be better.
I'm still learning Gen 8 Nons a little bit. What does Dragapult do? Dragon Ghost, right?
It can do a lot of things. It can run choice specs. It can run DD. It can run sub disable, sub Will-O-Wisp hacks. It can run band. I think band is poop. I think that set's trash. But the issue with this thing is that it's kind of passive sometimes. Like if you have a good Spadef wall, like you're not gonna lose anything to Dragapult. Like it can't break Blissey very well, and maybe you could surprise with a banded Dragon Darts. But that's the only thing. I can just switch into my Fairy type. You know, like. Or I could just raw switch into my Fairy type in general because I know it's physical. Because like, Phantom Force sucks. Like it's a bad move. It's really bad. It's not good, I would say. And it's just kind of is good at cleaning, I would say. But so are his two other mods that have the exact same purpose of maybe wall breaking, maybe cleaning. Like it's just a repetitive draft to me.
It seems so good though. Like he's got the Faos, Dawn, Lando, Cobalion, Rotom, Primavera.
And this team is decent, but I feel like the issue with it is that sometimes he won't be able to break opposing teams.
Yeah, I like you said earlier, I don't see the point of the Lopunny, Dragapult, Zeraora.
Yeah.
It kind of doesn't make sense.
I think Dragapult makes the most sense. I think Zeraora, I don't know why the fuck he got Zeraora since he already had an electric type, or he got electric type later, and he has 2 cleaners in the first place. But Dragapult and Lopunny are like decent wall breakers, but versus some teams, like they're not that consistent at wall breaking. Like there's teams that you will not be able to break with those two, and that's the issue. I don't think he has good backup wall breakers. He has a good defensive core, but like I don't know. I don't really know what that adds. I think Lando Eye is interesting. I don't know what the fuck it's gonna run since I've never played with it before.
Yeah, we'll use T.
It runs special, it runs physical, it runs multiple things.
Yeah, its stats are like kind of whack though. I'm just kind of used to Lando T. I look at its stats, I'm like, oh dang, that thing kind of sucks without Sheer Force. Like Sheer Force really made that thing what it is. But yeah, I think this team, it has a lot of good things. Like I think offensive Cobalion is probably slept on. It gets like Magnet Rise if you're the one to use that. I think.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe not. Maybe not. I have no clue actually.
I've
But
never used Cobalion, yeah.
that's actually one of my favorite Pokemon. So I'm rooting for this guy's Cobalion. But
I'd love to see it be used. But
yeah, no, it's like decent at wall breaking.
I
Earn
always
him
see
Heat is
people
good.
pick Lucario over it.
He is a good fire, water, grass, and webs. Why the fuck does he need webs with his team? That's so unnecessary considering how.
Yeah, it doesn't
Sorry.
need. His team is so fast.
It's so fast. This team is just repetitive, and I feel like if he dropped at least the Zero Aura for
He's got
a
two
good wall
electric,
breaker.
two
You
fire,
know,
he's
you
better.
wanna know what's funny? He's like, let me get rid of all the mons so I can revenge kill Mega Blastoise.
yeah, dude. Blastoise hits up a Shell Smash
Yeah,
and weakens Primarina, and
Solo
then
brought
you're
up a good
gone,
point.
dude.
He has so many duplicate types.
Yeah, no, he has a Wish Cast, and when he already has a Landorus, he has a Primarina when he already has like a different water type. Although Wish Cast is pretty terrible, I would say. He has a Cobalion. Yeah, this team like type wise is kind of repetitive.
I'ma say 6.
I'm gonna say 5.5 because I think this dude's team versus like the dude's team with the Venusaur will go ham because like he has no good Ghost Resist whatsoever, and so he can just click Shadow Ball like 6 times and win, or like 12 times because you don't Oko everything. You won't Oko anything at all actually, but it's kind of repetitive. I think you should have traded Zero Aura for something else.
I'd say 5.5. So let's go with
Yeah, say 5.5.
Let's go with. You guys said 6, 5.5. We have to do 5.7 because.
Yeah, sure.
I straight up love this man's emblem. The Rome Empoleons. Instant 10. Moving on. Just in the emblem alone.
I don't know. This guy's team, I really liked at first, but
I mean,
as it went on, I'm like, what the fuck is this dude?
see, I had the same exact reaction. Like, oh, Mega Vena. Oh, Jirachi. Ooh, Rotom Wash. Lando T. Okay.
And I think regular Darm is terrible, personally.
Okay,
I
now
think it's
we gotta talk about
trash.
that. How is it terrible?
But Dominator
It's just
so
way.
good.
It's just. I would say that. I mean, okay, maybe I'm just thinking of it like in such a linear way because I'm like a Suicune lover and shit like that. Like I love bulky waters. Darmanitan versus like teams with bulky waters is just kind of poop. But I think the issue with Darm is that look at his team. Okay, Mega Venusaur, I fucking love. That thing is amazing. Lando T, Rotom Wash, those are and Rachi are good. Like those are amazing Volt Switch U-turn mons. Like they're good support for good wall breakers. And then his only wall breakers are Kyurem and Darm, both of which kind of have like a bit of defensive overlap with bulky waters, I would say. And also, like these are not the breakers that I would want with that team, is what I'm saying.
Wait. What mons did you say?
I think Jirachi, Lando T, and Rotom Wash are good like support mons, being able to volt turn and shit into like good wall breakers. That's usually how people play those type of mons. And just have like a really strong like those guys with like a Medicham or something, or those guys with like Ba or something, you know. But with this like type of team, the only good wall breakers that can take advantage of that are Darm and Kyurem, and both I think have issues with steel types and water types respectively. So like I don't know, I feel like he does have good support to break down steels and waters, but I don't know. You just need to not let your like bulky water stay in on the Venusaur, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, there's some questionable picks in there as well.
No, Phalanx without these Omni boosts is so confusing to me. I don't understand that at all.
Yeah, then there's Zebstrika, there's Thievul, there's.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
Cursola, I can see why Cursola.
No, Crystal and Alcremie I get because like they both have niches. Like Alcremie's a like
Yeah.
defensive
Solo
fairy with
got a
like
good
recovery.
point. What does Thievul do? Not Thievul, Phalanx do?
No, I could not tell you. That's what I wrote in my power. Why? This is a huge waste of a slot, personally. I don't know what it does, dude. I think you might think that the Z or the no retreat is allowed, dude. No lie. I have no clue why you would draft it.
What's no retreat do?
Oh, it boosts like your
It's
all your
Omniboost.
stats. It's Omniboost without Z, basically.
It's Omni Boost, but you can't switch out.
Gotcha.
I wouldn't say this team is better than. Like, I'd say this is like a 5.5 or a 6.
Yeah, I think there's like this team really fell off after Karam. I don't like Donovan much personally.
I don't think
it's
this
weak
team
to
is better
rocks.
than the one previously.
Mhm.
Actually, yeah, I really.
No,
I
I
still
don't think I don't think it is either.
I first saw it and I liked it, and then I looked at it and I'm like, wait a second.
I'd
Yeah.
say 5.
I say
Actually,
five.
I guess Curslow's a decent wall breaker, but that thing is really slow and kind of bad. I would say a 5 as well. This team
Well,
is pretty average.
We certainly saved a team for last. That's for damn sure.
Oh, this dude. I like this dude's team, but I don't think it's good. But I like it.
I also really like it.
Because I'm the type of player, I usually use fat balance or just straight up hyper offense. I don't really use the middle or any other styles, really. I
So,
like
the pick that
HO a
confuses
lot.
me is Halucha.
No,
I mean-
I'm not confused by Halucha makes sense. Good HO sweeper, especially behind Veil. Like, it's
I
sub
mean,
and
it's
burden.
still. I'm not gonna say. Okay, I wouldn't say confused. I'd say a little bit intrigued to why he would get that over another Mon.
No, it's kind of weak at first, but it's good after an SD because this thing, its move pool got really beefed up in the new gen. It gets like CC and
Oh
break
yeah, I
and
get
shit like that.
CC. Yeah, I get
And
CC. now.
it's a bit stronger now. It has a lot of options. Like, this is any team you can probably put in some sort of coherent moveset together to try to sweep it. But I don't know. I think without like terrain support, this team is kind of weird. I guess, or Halucha is kind of weird because
Yeah,
sub
that's
SDs we're gonna have to use
that
every
was
game,
my main point.
or you're gonna have to use like SD power or something. I just think I really wanted this dude to get Pinurchin over Swirlix because I think Webs plus Veil offense is like really ambitious. Like you'll probably just get your shit defogged away, if I'm being honest. And he doesn't
Yeah.
even punish defog very well at all. Like he doesn't have to be sharp or anything. So I feel like this team, it's cool hyper offense, but it definitely has a lot of flaws, and it is extremely linear, just straight up hyper off. Nothing. There's no changing. Like you have to commit to this every single week. To be honest, I think.
I mean, this guy asked. This is Dat Boy, right?
Yeah, that boy. Okay, one thing about that boy, not gonna be toxic towards him. He's new to leagues, so I'm kind
Yeah.
of proud of him for making at least a decent draft.
He really wants my Arachnid. He's messaged me twice. For the
Bro, you don't want
Arachnid
to. You
one.
don't want to Swirlix, bro. You don't want to Swirlix, dude.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying. If Arachnid's what, tier 4?
What is he? What is he offered for Arachnid?
Nothing. I'm like, bro,
That's
I really
epic.
need. Your boy needs a ground type, and you don't even got a tier 4 ground type, so you know.
This guy has like all sorts of offense, dude. Like it has Veil, Webs, random setup, Halucha with no terrain support, Dracovish, and then it has like some weird trick room in the back with Kofag and Marowak.
Well,
Like,
it's a good dude. Just trick him every week. You're one.
no, this is a good offense team, but I would not say this is a good draft because this plays the exact same time, or it plays the exact same way every single week. Like, you will play 11 weeks of offense, and if you're bringing balance with this team, you'll probably lose because it sucks.
See, you want to know what he does to the Hattering team? He goes
He probably
Swirlix,
just
expecting.
destroys that team.
No, what he does, he goes Swirlix, and then expecting the
Belly
magic bounce.
drum. Easy win.
He trick room. Sticky webs his own team in trick room.
And the trick room sweep, that's genius.
Genius.
Oh my
Okay.
god, that's actually Galaxy Brain.
Even though he doesn't have any like defined users, that would be cool if he had Bishop. I feel like this guy should get Bishop, but like that's kind of hard.
I have Bishop.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of tough. Or at least like Pawniard or something, dude. Because that's the genius strat. If you bounce your own webs back and then you sweep with Pawniard plus trick room.
Pawniard.
Pawniard's a
Pawniard
you don't
plus
sleep.
trick room.
That's a genius idea. Anyways, but speaking of other drafts, if you look at the dude's team with like the 3 fast fucking breakers, that team will probably annihilate this team. Like just like being able to just like finesse everything and just like clean up. I will say though, Mawile under Veil is like insane. That thing is probably going to be the thing to prep for each week.
Yeah. Well, what are we gonna end off this on?
6.
I could see a 6.
Chaos team. That team like sounds really easy to win with over any other team. Suarez. That's why I think your team's best. Looking back on it now, I thought the dude's Scizor balance was good, but then he got rid of like everything about
Okay,
it. So.
whoa. I appreciate that you're trying to say my team's not last, Solo, but no way this team is worse than mine. My team is legitimately the dumbest thing I've created in my life.
His fire type's Flareon.
Like,
Flareon is strong as fuck, dude. Also, you should have used Yawn Flareon. I think it's epic.
but I hope you realize that I'm thinking about changing out to Pokemon, not Flareon, bro. I am gonna sleep. That thing is not. You guys are sleeping on it.
Well, actually, people use Flareon in OU because it like walls like Clefable and stuff, and also it has heavy duty boots, which is interesting. Wish is good too, but I think Flareon is kind of poopy.
So
No,
what?
Flareon's.
Real quick, we can talk about this after. But what rating do you think we should give it?
I say a 5.
The Victinis, I would say a 5.5, because like this team, if it's played well and like if everything is going good, like the veil is up and Mawa has like an SD and Halucha can get an SD up, like this team is pretty terrifying. But I feel like some teams will be able to handle it better than others. It's kind of a matchup pick, to be honest.
Okay, so that means it is a 5.2, 3, 5.2.5.
I'm rooting for this guy the most because I feel like if he just like destroys everyone with hyper offense, that'll be hilarious.
So do we want to go back to any teams that we?
I think your team with Latios is probably my favorite, to be honest.
Your team.
I think I
Galahad is
didn't give
still
it a
my
bet.
favorite.
I don't think I gave it a bet, or I don't think I gave it enough praise because like I think Uxie's passive and Incineroar is kind of
Which
bad.
team's that? What's your team name? The Crooks.
The
right?
wacky, I'm the wacky thwackies.
I know you're the Wacky Thwackies, no, but the Wacky Thwackies is my favorite team here.
I'm glad, dude. I think the Latios, dude. I think is really good. I think that was gonna be an easy team to use for.
So do you
That
think
seems like my
about? Do
favorite.
you think maybe tying us at 8?
I would definitely do that. Actually, I think that's.
No, I think Wacky Thwackies is better than your team in every way.
They're different, dude.
Oh, they are different, but I think the Wacky
Yeah.
Thwackies is a better team.
I'm glad. I like that. I think I drafted a really good team. Literally everything went right for me, to be honest. I wanted a better wall breaker than Heracross because I'm paranoid of like random flying moves, but I like it. Cool team.
Well, I'm gonna stop the recording here.